is Punong Guro TJ Cuenca. I grew up in the Philippines. I was born in the Philippines back in 1965. I am a Filipino martial arts instructor here in Las Vegas, and I teach a style called Ocho Kali. Ocho Kali is a style of Filipino martial arts that originated in the southern part of the Philippines in an island called Mindanao. It is mostly Muslim part of the Philippines. It was developed specifically for the Juramentados, or the death squads, that were very, very active during the 1800s and the 1900s. They were there to resist the foreign occupation of the Philippines from the Spanish, the Americans, and the Japanese. Mostly, Ocho Kantos was made specifically to train these warriors to attack very viciously, very fiercely, without regard for themselves. But they were also incredibly intelligent. They were not just kamikaze pilots. As a matter of fact, there's a belief that kamikaze pilots actually were originated. They got their ideas from the Filipino Juramentados, who would tie themselves off in specific parts of their body, take their swords, and rush towards a target. Usually it's an officer, without regard for the number or the forces that they're going to go up against, and until their job was done. In many ways, they are scary to the Filipino people. They're the boogeymen of the Philippines, like the ninja were the boogeymen to the Japanese people. Ocho Kali works on what's known as an eight-sided, an octagon, let's say, where we create our 8 angles of attack, our 8 directions of attack, our 3 ranges, and our 3 levels of attack. So from there, you can have a total of 547 different combinations. And an Ocho Kantos warrior is a person who takes all of this stuff, all of these things, these factors into consideration when they're planning an attack. So let's just say Ocho Kantos Kali is a style that is a complete martial art, because not only do we deal with weapons, we also deal with empty hand, ground fighting, improvised weaponry. So fighting in the water, out of the water, on the ground, laying down, squatting, basically we cover all of it. There are 3 tribes of Ocho Kali. Ocho Kali is the style. The name of our group, as we formed it when we were in the Philippines, practicing out of my backyard back in 1980, between 1986 and 1993, because I was Tribo Talim as almost like a tribute to our instructor, Guro Ernesto Sison Iasagra, is his last name. We joined ourselves, and the name Tribo Talim means tribe of the blade, or tribe of the edge. There were two other tribes, Tribo Bakal and Tribo Dugo. Tribo Bakal means tribe of the steel, and Tribo Dugo is tribe of blood, but they're not in the United States. We're the only ones here in the US. Tribo Talim in itself is basically an expression of how we interpret Ocho Kali. I'm the leading exponent of this system, so basically what I say goes. A lot of the students that I have, I really enjoy it because Tribo Talim itself, we focus mostly on blade. That's what we really work on. We're a 95% weapon-based system. So Tribo Talim in itself is, basically that's what it is. It's our offshoot, or our interpretation of Ocho Kali.